stars. Still I wonder what you Your soul, it casts deep oceans in the sun. Still I wonder what you You're not the only one that feels like you're undone. Just keep holding on. Now rise and sing aloud. The sky, it meets horizons where you call. The moons align and fall. Have you become so lost? The ocean's way to You're not the only one that feels like you're undone. Just keep holding on. Now rise and sing aloud. So don't be so lonely. You're not the only one searching for something you can be. We all need belonging. You're not the only one. So rise and sing aloud. You're not the only one that feels like you're undone. Just keep holding on. Now rise and sing aloud.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and freaks of all nature? It's been quite a minute since I've been on this channel. I know, it's been a while, I know, but I've been through a lot of crap lately, you know? And we're going to talk about a little bit about that. And we're going to talk a little bit about other stuff too. As soon as people start coming in. Anybody who is in the chat right now, go ahead and say hello and all that. This is going to be a completely open chat where you could talk as much as you want. And I will talk back and we will have conversations. But if nobody talks and it's just me, I got a lot to say anyway. So let me go ahead and switch on over to me so you can see me. And it's not, no, this is not an AI. This isn't an AI. This is actually your pal Al right here. All right. I think this is good. It's comfortable, right? I think it's comfortable. I think it's comfortable. Got some music playing. How's the music going? Hold on. Let me see something. Let me see. Let me. That's some lo-fi shit right there, huh? And the best part is it's non-copyrighted lo-fi shit. But anyway, the band that was just playing that you were watching and everything else like that, that is Breathing Theory. I've had a partnership with them for quite a while now. And for a long time. And I appreciate the partnership that I had with them. They're great people. They're not really together right now. They're on hiatus. But things can change. You know what I mean? Things can change and they can come back. Because we all come back. I'm back. Look at here. Look. I think the last video, I just posted a video, and I've been trying to post some videos lately. But I mean, the last real video that I posted was like literally a year ago. And that's when all of this started happening. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of heavy shit that has happened in the past couple of months, past year or so. And I haven't been able to really address it because I've been going through a lot of stuff, you know. And we needed to go through a lot of stuff, which I will get into. But you know, I didn't really want to talk about it and throw it out there in the public until after everything's said and done and we're all good. You know what I mean? So, and we're all good now. So everything's all good, somewhat, and we're working on things, but it's coming along, and everything else like that. I still appreciate the 1,700 of you that have decided to stay, which is really cool. I appreciate it, you know, even though there was like nothing coming out of this channel whatsoever. I do appreciate it. Back there, as you can see, that's Alicorp Multimedia. We used to be called Alicorp Productions, and now it's Alicorp Multimedia. It's basically the umbrella company that controls a lot of things, and a lot more things that are coming up pretty soon here that I'm going to be working on, because I really, really want to go after my passion and my lifelong dream of doing this kind of stuff. So that's what I'm going to do, you know, and now I have the opportunity to do it. So, we'll get into some other stuff that I'm thinking about doing around Central Florida. I'm going to be more Central Florida because I'm going to be moving more north, like above Orlando type deal, so that I can actually get to places, because where I am right now, I'm really far south, and I'm just slightly too far south, like slightly too far east from Tampa, where it's like literally like just about an hour to get to Tampa, and it's a long drive for me, man. I'm sorry, I'm an old man. I can't drive an hour, dude. It sucks. All right, I gotta drive like 20-30 minutes. That's nice, you know, to go to work, but I can't drive an hour. And so, you know, and then when you go the other direction, I'm pretty far south of Orlando, and like most of the areas there that have all the great hot spots for bands and gigs and stuff like that. Once again, it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours away, man. And it's like, I can't make that kind of traveling. Can't make that kind of trip and that commitment to do all that. I'm gonna turn me up just a little bit. I don't know if it's too low or not, but I'm gonna heighten it up a little. There. I don't know if it was too low or not. I don't think it was. I can't hear myself talk. I can hear, but not so much there. Anyway, so we'll get right into a couple of things here, man. Where have I been? I've been out purely because I have been getting divorced from my wife of 22 years. I'm not going to get into why or what or whatever happened or anything like that. That's all private stuff, and don't even worry about it. It's irrelevant anyway. But the point being is just that, let's just say we've grown apart and we're moving on to different chapters of our lives. And so you know, it took me a long time to accept that. So I had to, you know, I went through a lot of things. I've been going through a lot of things. I still am going through a lot of things. And, but it's one of those things. It's just, I guess, just happens. It's out of your control, and when it's completely out of your control, you got to try as hard as you can to correct the problem. But if the problem's not going to be corrected, or doesn't want to be corrected, then, you know, it's time to move on. So we moved on. We're doing all right. We're going to be selling our house soon and everything else like that, and make a bunch of money off of it. And I'm getting, you know, there's things I'm getting, there's things she's getting. We both agree on everything. So that's basically it. That's what everybody has to know, is that we basically agree on everything across the board. No sour grapes or anything else like that. It's just, you know, that's just the way it is. And as soon as we're done selling the house, it'll be, you know, the full departure. But for right now, we're friends. We're practically roommates. And, you know, we just take care of business, man. We pay our bills and take care of our kids. I told my daughter not to scream and holler like she's doing something out there while I'm live streaming today. I don't care when she's doing it when I'm playing a game, you know. But I don't know if you could hear her or not. My microphone, it's a nice microphone, and it picks up a lot. It's an Audio Technica, so it picks up a lot. So, but anyway, besides all that though, like that's what I'm saying though. It's a mutual agreement, I guess. It's a mutual agreement because it has to be. There's, like I said, things that are out of your control. Out of your control, you're not able to do what you want to do. You're not able to do what you want to do. So you got to accept that and move on. You know what I mean? And so that's what we're doing. But there's been a lot of times during my marriage that, as you well know, I mean, you can tell by the different things that I've done that I've been held back a lot during that time period, and never really even noticed it because, you know, I was married. I always thought the rules of marriage is, you know, happy wife, happy life type deal, you know, and you just got to make sacrifices to make everybody happy. So that's what I did for a long time. So, you know, for those of you that don't know me that well, I'm Ali, or Al. I go by Ali. I go by your pal Al. I go by Alcor, and I go by Al. So pick one. I'm not. Do whatever you want. But it's I've been living in Florida all my life, and about 16 years ago, I developed a company called Alcor Productions, which was a photography company in Central Florida, and I did all sorts of photography, you know, static photography. I did mostly on stage photography, and so I filmed or shot, you know, and filmed at least over 500 bands in Central Florida alone, local and mainstream, and had a lot of fun doing it, and I loved it, and I can't wait to do it again. You know, I want to buy a new camera, get up to date. You know, I got a great camera still, but it's way out of date. Way out of date, okay? It's not mirrorless, it's not full frame, it's just a DSLR. That's it. It's a D5100 Nikon. It was great back then, but, you know, it's 15 years later. So it's time to upgrade. I'm probably going to upgrade to a Canon. And I want to get back out there again. I want to get by iHeartRadio and 101.1 and start shooting everything again. You know, House of Blues shows, birthdays, you know, hard rock. Start doing that kind of thing once again. Start posting, start getting stuff like that done. I want to do stuff like that. I also want to bring back Alacor Live Events, which was something that I developed over the years. That's what the photography company turned into, because I was working with bands so much and hearing bands say that they're not getting paid. That they're getting paid like $50 for the night between 5 guys, so they all got $10, and then they all had to chip in for gas to get home. So, yeah, and me and William Baker decided that we're gonna become promoters now. And so we went from photography, and we continued the photography, but we combined the photography into promotion. And the promoter side of it, we were able to do 5 or 6 shows at several different venues, and you know, bands got paid. Bands got paid a shitload of money compared to the usual $50. You know, they were going home with like $400 or $500. They're getting paid like cover bands. So, very happy local bands at that point in time. I'm always asked all the time, every time I'm seen out in public, that, you know, hey, when you coming back? When you coming back and stuff. I keep saying I'm going to eventually, but you know, divorce takes a while. So, and that's what the whole thing was. Is just like, man, you know, I could either die by the sword on this, and just fall into a pit of misery, and say, oh, woe is me, my life is over, or I could take the opportunity to reinvent and rebuild the old life again that I gave up a long time ago, ironically for my family, you know. And now my kids are older, they're all grown up, they're able to take care of themselves, and that releases me from, you know, having to be there all the time. You know, they're becoming adults. So, and you know, and of course she's going to go do whatever she wants to do. So that leaves me with this once again. So, you know, I plan to get, as far as the Florida Freak side goes, I plan to get you know, Epic Universe and Universal. I want to do more of a Universal type live streams and updates and stuff like that. I may peel over to Disney every now and then. I still have connections over there to do that, so I may do that. Of course, the Robe will be showing back up again too. He's, you know, he's closing chapters and getting things signed, sealed, delivered like he always does. And then once he's done doing that, we'll be back in business over there too. You know, he's gonna be coming through again, and we're gonna be having a good time doing that, because we've been brainstorming all the time on the phone, and just we always end the conversation with, yeah, that'll be great when we get around to it again, you know. So it is what it is. But we will get around to it again. It will be fun again. It will be a lot of fun again, and it'll be crazy. And there'll be new people coming into our lives and stuff like that. My son's going to get way more involved than he's ever gotten before. He's finishing high school this year, and he wants to come on with me. He wants to like try to build with me and everything. Seen me struggle for a long time trying to build this channel up, Alacor up, photography company, the live streaming on Twitch and Kick and everything. And it's just like, you know, I'm young blood. I want to be able to get in there and help out, and I really appreciate him for that. He's been a great, not only son, but he's been a great friend for a while now. And yeah, what I mean by for a while now, it's just like lately, like all through this going on, man. Like he's really been, I don't want to say in my corner because that's conceited, but he's just been helping me a lot. He's been my son, and he's really stepped up as my son, and I appreciate him very highly for that. Been times where, you know, if he wasn't around, and if my daughter wasn't around, because my daughter's just as strong with me as ever, and if they weren't around, man, I don't even know if I'd be doing this live stream right now, because I don't even know if I'd be here, to be honest with you. It's been that hard. Not so much the marriage or not so much the divorce or anything like that. It's just life in general. You know, just constantly getting hit by something. You know, and it sucks. It sucks when that happens. You know, but life does. That's what happens with life. Life is full of ups and downs, man. Life is what you make of it, so make it a good one. I say that at the end of everything I do, but I never really taken the advice. You know, giving me advice, never actually taking it myself, and I need to do that. And I think that's what we're going to be doing. I wanted to go live because I wanted to talk about that. I want to talk about all of this and just get it out in the open. Exactly what's been going on. I'm single now. I don't have a girlfriend. I had a potential girlfriend. She was a girlfriend for a little bit after 8 or 9 months of trying to fix this, and failing at that because there's just no fixing it. You know, I ended up meeting somebody. She was an amazing person to me. She really showed me she really showed me what I was missing out on for the past 2 decades. You know, and I appreciate her for that. And I'm not gonna call her out or nothing, but I really do appreciate her for that. And she's been a very awesome person. But at the same time, though, we both had chapters that we had to close, and we both had things that we had to do, and you know, just wasn't time yet. You know, it just wasn't time. It felt right, everything was great, but it just wasn't time. But maybe in the future it will be. Maybe she'll show up. We'll see what happens. But for right now, we're just working on our own thing right now, getting our stuff done, getting settled, closing chapters before we reopen new ones. You know. That's what I've learned about life, and it's taken a while to learn that, but, you know, we all have to learn, so, but anyway, I've been talking for how long have I been talking? For 32 minutes already? Holy shit, it's been a half an hour, I didn't even know that. But anyway, I'm just gonna start working on things, is what I'm saying. And like that's what my motivation has been. Quite recently, as far as health goes, my health has gone seriously downhill, and I don't know why. And I think it was just like one of those things where you just get in the mind frame of like, all right, I'm just gonna work. You know, I was also working out at the gym at the same exact time, like going to work, working out at the gym, going home. Going to work, working out of the gym, going home. I know it doesn't show up now because I've been sick, but lost every bit of it. But I'm still paying the monthly fee. I don't understand that. Still paying the monthly fee at the gym, but I don't go anymore. But I don't want to cancel it because I know I want to go back. But something happened, man. I ended up, well, first of all, I blew out this shoulder a while ago. And I remember when I did it. And I never talked about it. And nobody ever knows how I did this shoulder. And I know how I did this shoulder. I was at, you think. I was at the Magic Kingdom. Right? This is the only thing I can think about with this shoulder. With this side of my, this arm. This arm. This is the only thing I can think about. Is that the reason why this has always given me trouble for like the past like 5 years is because I was at Magic Kingdom. It was at night. Park was closing. I was doing video. I was recording video and stuff like that. I can't remember what the hell it was. But I do remember I was over by the Pirates of the Caribbean. And there's a pole there. That's all I can tell you. There's a pole somewhere in the vicinity of the Pirates of the Caribbean like area, the ride, you know, the Adventureland area. And I was looking down at my camera at the G7X, and I was looking over, I was reviewing what I just recorded a few minutes ago, and I was walking, and I was not paying attention, and I ran into like a good size like pillar. Boom, right there, and hit me. I was like, oh my God, because I hit it hard, full-fledged, straight up. And then after that, I like shook it off, walked it off, and was like, but it always hurt. Like when I raised my arm, it always hurt. So because of that injury, I've been using this arm for like, keep in mind out of the gutter, but for everything, okay? Mostly everything. And mainly work. And at work, lifting a lot of heavy stuff with one arm, I ended up blowing this arm out. And so now here I am. But this is bad. Like this was, like I knocked it out of joint or something. I don't know. Like, it just hurts when I lift it. Whatever. It's not a big deal. It doesn't even hurt that much. But this side, holy Christ on a cracker. It's right here. It's all right here. It's like there's a pinched nerve. The best I could come up with. I don't know. I went to the ER and they gave me nothing. They freaking gave me x-rays and an EKG because this pec right here was like dancing like it's 1999. And I was like half Hulk Hogan over here with the pectoral muscles just bouncing this titty. But it's just, and it hurt. So they were worried that it might be something with my heart, but it wasn't. My heart came out fantastic. Everything was wonderful. Fit as a fiddle. I had no diseases, which is good because they took blood and they took all these samples. And I asked them, I was like, yeah, go ahead, just check everything. And since I'm here, check it all. Give me the undercarriage work. You know what I mean? Cough. But no, I didn't go that far. There was no butt booty stuff. But there could have been. I hit the microphone. I got so excited over that. But they didn't want to play around. So anyway, I'm getting a little too personal with the doctor now. No, but I asked them to do that. I'm fit as a fiddle. I'm clean as a whistle. I'm fantastic like that, which is good. I like that. That's good. Had a kidney stone a couple weeks ago. Past that, I'm good. I'm flushed. You know what I mean? I'm nice. I'm doing good. The only thing is just now, it's like the mechanics ain't working out that good. I got like a pinched nerve back here. It's the best I can come up with. Pinched nerve back here because that's where it feels weird. It's like if you push around in here, it feels weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just my imagination. I don't know. Maybe it's me trying to make up things just to make myself feel better. Probably. But it just feels weird. And it's like it just shoots like lightning down my hand all the way to the fingertips, man. And then this whole goes like pins and needles, like when you fell asleep on your hand or something like that, or like when you're coming home from Disney World, and after long days of walking, you know what I mean? And you're 8 years old, and you're begging for your parents to pick you up, but you're like, I'm picking you up. I'm tired too, you know what I mean? That's what I got. Sometimes they pick me up. But, but the feet, remember the feet? Remember the pins and needles? That's what I'm getting in the hand now. It's like pins and needles every so often. Okay, if I put my hair, see, like if I apply pressure right here, that's when it really does it. But anyway, it shoots up this way, and it's no good. My back hurts and everything, and it sucks, man. And I was going through some shit, but it is what it is. I'm hoping I'll get better. I think I'm getting better. I'm taking the medication that they gave me and all that stuff, but we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure I'm getting better. I'm feeling a little better. So, no worries there. But I want to get Epic, or Universal passes, basically. Some annual passes, be able to go to Epic. Epic is now on the if you get passes where you could go from park to park, you can now go to Epic. So you go to Universal in the morning or something like that, and jump over to Epic in the afternoon and nighttime. That's what I would do. That's what I'm probably gonna do. I plan to live not too far from there either, but I will be going back to Disney and doing some stuff there too. with Florida Freaks. So, this channel's not dead. I'm not dead yet. But we're working on it. You know what I mean? We're working on it. We're working on it. But it is what it is, you know? One thing that I did find, and I'm not going to get too biblical with... She's yelling and screaming again. I'm not going to be that guy, though. I do want to be that guy, but I'm not going to be that guy. Like, you know, be like, hold on a second, chat. Go, like, walk over and be like, that's what you hear, like, in the background. And then I come back and I act like everything's okay. God, I watch too many live streams. I really do. But anyway, now, main goal though, man, is to get out of here and get into a really good, you know, solid life. Be a little bit closer to the action and be able to do more photography, get back into live events and you know, put on some good shows around Orlando area, you know, Central Florida, and get back into live streaming, get back into everything. Just get back into everything. Get back into Florida Freaks. You know, the robe's coming back up. We're gonna start talking about shop again. We're gonna be staying at one of the resorts in an undisclosed location that I've been told. So, not undisclosed to me, undisclosed to you. But that's the way he wants it, you know what I mean? So, but it's been good though. It's been good. You know, things have been happening. Things have been working out. I'm working on a lot of things. You know, as far as the gaming world goes, I'm playing a lot of COD. That's Call of Duty. And there's a game called Arc Raiders that is coming out soon that I'm actually looking really forward to, that I really want to play. It's going to be a lot of fun. And you can join me over there. That's Alicor. And it's twitch.tv/Alicor. It's a lot of fun. You know, that's basically what you're seeing right here. This is, I just used their setup because I didn't want to make a new setup. But that's pretty much what's been going on lately. Everything's all good. My job's doing really well. I could say. They've been taking care of me for a long time. Yeah, over there at the Home Depot Corporation. I really do appreciate them. And they're going to be helping me out a lot now. Like, you know, they've advanced me because they know that I'm going to need more money. I'm going to be basically a single father for a while. And also, you know, they've been informing me that they have programs that where they help out with like rent or mortgage or anything like that for their associates that are going through, you know, hard times. So I really do appreciate them. I appreciate everything a lot of people are doing for me and stepping up. I do appreciate that highly. But one thing, like I said, I'm not going to get too biblical on you, but one thing I do have to say is that I have the utmost respect and the appreciation for Jesus Christ and God. Because going through all this kind of stuff, like, if you go through a traumatic time in your life that is uncontrollable and you just have to live with it, and you just have to go with the flow and you have to accept things, you're going to start talking to God. Even if you don't even believe in God, you're going to start talking to God. And I was one of those people who didn't really think that there was a God. I'll be honest with you. For years and years and years, I've been walking through this earth, been thinking, you know, there's not really a God. There's just, not being an atheist, but just not accepting the fact that, you know, that I always thought that it's basically just like a lot of morality stories to help mankind move through life easier. You know? I used to say things like the Bible is written by 4 guys and a whole bunch of other people. You know? it's not a holy book. It's just a book that consists of holy things that people have seen or talked about. Occurrences. You know what I mean? But I've learned that the essence of all that is that it's the fact that, these are people who wrote down stuff that they saw, and now it's starting to resonate with me on that. And also being able to go through life the way I'm going through it right now, and asking and praying and being thankful. That's the key. It's not always begging for stuff all the time. That gets annoying to everybody, including God. So, but, I decided I'm going to do my thing, but yet I'm going to do it the right way. And I believe that there is plans, that God has plans for people. And certain things have to be done. I don't know if you can hear my kids, but I can hear them loud and clear, man. It's like they're in the next room. Aha! 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 Okay. But anyway. All I'm saying though is that, I've learned that, some things you have to do, some things have to be done in your life in order for other things to happen. And those other things to happen is what the plan actually is. But in order to execute the plan, a lot of things have to happen ahead of time, and there's only one that could do that, and it's the one that created everything. So, that's the one that's running the show here. And I believe in God now. I believe there is a God. I believe that God's listening, and God takes care of us. And it's not that he only takes care of the people that deserve to be taken care of. He takes care of everybody. It's just, if you make it more deserving, I think maybe it comes to you a little quicker and a little bit more in a pleasant way, So, I've been going to church, which is something I thought I'd never say. I haven't been to church. Before I started going, this will be my 5th time going now. My 5th Sunday. So 5 weeks ago, before I started going 5 weeks ago, I never went to church. It's for what? Like, the only time I ever went to church was to do research for the book I wrote. That's on Amazon. Called The Final Confrontation. But that was only doing research, at all the different types of churches and temples and synagogues and stuff like that. I just trying to learn what groups of people know about God and know about the devil and everything else like that, because that's what the book consists of. But other than that, I never really cared for it, and now I do. Now I understand why people go to church. I understand why people talk to God. I understand why people have a relationship with God. It's because when it comes down to the point in your life where you don't have a relationship with anything, you feel like it's all gone. The slate has been wiped clean, and you're just feeling very, very lonely. That's when you really start to turn to God, because it's all you got. And so that's what I've been doing lately. And like I said, I'm not getting more biblical on you. I'm not going to be preaching and stuff like that, because that's not what YouTube's for, man, to me. Unless that's what you do, and by all means, of course, but the church I go to actually has a YouTube live stream. You can catch me in there in the audience. They don't do audience shots, but they do live stream the actual thing for people like me. That last Sunday I couldn't go. My arm has been so screwed up I couldn't even go to work for a couple days. So I decided, I was like, oh shoot, I could watch what I would be going to church. I could watch it on live stream. So I went to the YouTube. Sure enough, there Pastor PT and everything, and yeah, man, it was good. It was a good time. Like, it's pretty cool that I could do that. and the churches accepted me. It was very cool, you know. And that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes you go through things in life, man, where you think you think it's over with. You're all alone, and nothing's gonna get better, you know. Nothing's gonna work out for you, and nobody really cares. And then, you know, but if you go out and you find that place, you'd be good to go. You know what I mean? Because I found that, you know, I went to church and I met these people, and they're all just great people. They're always happy to see me. They don't want anything from me. Like, literally, they don't. You know, the whole thing about, oh, put the money in the dish and everything, that doesn't exist with them. That's you know, if you want to, you do it, you know? And it's a good idea to do it because those that give will receive, ultimately. But you should do that anyway in life. You don't have to do that at church. You should be doing that anywhere. You know? Take a penny, leave a penny. You know what I mean? Pay it forward. You have all these different types of sayings and stuff like that. That is what we're talking about there, man. And it's just amazing. Like, once your eyes start to get open. I felt a shock in my hand just now. That's why I looked at my hand. When I went like that, I was like, and I'm like, this. But yeah, man. Once your eyes are open, man, then you start to realize stuff. Start to realize everything you kind of did wrong. You do have time to take care of, you know? You do have time to look it over and get it done and do it again and do it differently. You know? I gotta do this. Because it feels weird. It's pins and needles. I gotta get that checked out. You know? I think I do. Ooh. It's just weird. It's like my hand's asleep. Yeah? Anyway. That's neither here nor there. The most important thing to remember, like I always say at the end of everything I do, life is what you make of it. So make it a good one. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye. No, we're not ending yet. Not yet. But soon. We're at 52 minutes. And I said I'd do an hour. But there is a chat, by the way. If you wanna, you know, it's kind of like right down here. If you're on a phone, you know, it's like over here. If you're if you're on your PC, but yeah, I've learned a lot, and I think I'm going to learn a lot. I think I'm going to learn a lot more. I don't think the journey's over yet, man. You know, God has a plan, but I don't think we reached it yet. You know, there's going to be a lot involved to move on properly. So I got a lot of work to do, a lot of stuff, but I got to get better first. This is still killing me. I got to take my muscle relaxers. I refrained from doing it because I didn't want to, you know, have any problems. That. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is, like I said. Thank you for joining me. If you're watching this on replay, I appreciate you nonetheless. It's good to see you. I know everybody can't make it out on a Friday at 6 o'clock. Because, you know, coming home from work and stuff like that. Everybody's still in the car, picking up McDonald's for the kids. And all that jazz. But I have other stuff I gotta do tonight. I gotta fix my car. I gotta order stuff. You know, send text messages off, emails. You know, sign off on deals. I'm just kidding, I got no deals. But I might, one day, I don't know. It all depends on if you hit the like button. And hit subscribe if you're new here. We're going to be doing a whole lot more. Go to Alikor. It's spelled like this. Right there. ALIKOUR. go to Alicorn. Okay? You can type it up in the search engine up at the top of YouTube. I got another channel over there. It's a gaming channel for Twitch, basically. But I post stuff on there too. And I go live over there too sometimes. Not necessarily gaming, just talk and stuff like that. So it's just another channel that I'm working on. So if you want to subscribe to that, I appreciate you. Welcome you in and everything else like that. I'll probably do a live stream over there pretty soon. If you go to twitch.tv/Alicorn, you'll see me over there too. Been over there for 7 years now. And it's a lot of fun over there. I can do a lot more stuff over there than I can on YouTube. I play music that isn't uncopyrighted. But anyway, I'm also live on Kick too, but I don't go to Kick that much anymore because I just been too busy dealing with life. So I can only do so much, man. So, but we will be doing some more stuff on Florida Freaks. We're across all social media platforms. I'm not even going to name them all because you know what they are. They're all of them. So pick one and go on it. It's Alicorn Multimedia across the board, across everything over there. And Florida Freaks is on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. But yeah. I don't mean to make it so melancholy at the end, you know, like, oh, yeah, but I got nothing else for you. I really don't. I really don't. That's it. I just wanted to come on here and I wanted to just talk about everything that's been going on, man. And I'm trying to cope with it all. I'm trying to work through it all. And trying to take care of my kids. Trying to take care of myself. And trying to take care of a certain lady out there that I really appreciate. And I just hope everybody has a good day and takes care of themselves, you know, and each other. And come back and see me whenever you can. Now we'll end the live stream the proper way, okay? If you don't mind. I'm gonna continue with the lo-fi though. You know, I'm gonna play the lo-fi out. Is it any good, or what's it sound like right now? Let's hear it. Let's give it a listen. Isn't that nice? That is nice. I think that's great. I like it. I've been listening to lo-fi lately and it's been calming me. You know what I mean? Hope it calms you too. I'll let it play out for a little bit before we end the live stream completely. If you want to give it, you know, you want some background music for whatever you got going on right now. But this is me signing off right now. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Come say hi to me on social media. Come say hi to me anytime you want. I'm always available for everybody. Seems to be one of my biggest problems. Until next time, though, remember, life is what you make of it, so make it a good one. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye!